Hiya guys,
Green light,
here we
good luck.
go, we're about to start 50 minutes of qualifying at Watkins Glens. We are at Taco Tuesday Tier 2 Next Level Racing, where this is round 9 season 7, powered by Next Level Racing. You got your first guy out on track, which is Axel Racing. There's a few other cars out on track at the moment, but Axel Racing will be the one setting the benchmark. The track is 24 degrees, the temperature is 18, the track is fast. It looks like there's going to be no rain at all for the next 30 minutes, so qualifying will be dry. So we currently have 18 races on track tonight for this epic Watkins Glens track in America. This is the third of the DLC. This is the last one race before we go to the finale at Laguna Seca next week, where it will be a decider between FRL Hutch, Lewis, potentially Supercar 3. Lowe has a dibs in this. J. Prentice also, who is only 38 points behind and sitting in fifth place at the moment. He's only 38 points behind Hutch, who is currently the leader in the championship, but anything can change in this race because it is a nice tight and windy track. It's epic. For 1 hour consistency at this track, you would need to be on top form. We raced here Sunday. We had two 30-minute sprints on Sunday, which was epic as well, with FRL Lewis. Lewis is your comps guy for that. He was currently one of the top 5 in practice, so expect to see him pushing through the field. So we have Axel Racing out on track, who is going to be set in the benchmark. You got Jug, you got Goofy Goof, you got Springbok Gamer, who's in the pits. You got Nathan, Captain Van der Beek. There's your comps guy for Sunday. Lewis, you got Camo, you got Blue Flag, you got Eye for an Eye, you got Supercar Braves in the top 5 in practice. You got Anderson, you got Dinner Mufflin Law. See him pulling off some good races lately. He had a good race last week. You can see him having a good one today. He was in the top 5, I think. J. Prentice, he is in 5th spot, 38 points behind FRL Hutch, because this championship is not over. Even though he's 38 points behind FRL Hutch, you never know what's going to happen in the race. You got your podcast FRL Chris Yavotel out on track as well. The track is big at the moment, guys. It's always big like this when I'm doing qualifying. You got Buddy Lee, who is stationary in the pits with Rui out on track. So I see 18 guys out on track at the moment, as we just jump on board with Axel to see what time he is going to produce. The guys in practice were producing a 145. Let's see what he can do. He's a 146.4 at the moment, so not too far behind. Oh, Lewis has taken that off him with a 145.7. So what did he have? It must have been a 146.5. Sorry, I must have read that wrong. My eyes ain't the best. I'm sitting a bit further away from the screen than I do normally do, sitting down on the seat and the wheel. So we've got 5 cars that have set time. So with these guys coming in now with a 1.9 being a 145.7 is not too bad. You want to get into the 147s at least on race pace. It is a 60-minute race. Excuse me. Last thing you hear when you qualify in. Excuse me. A little bit of Tequila in the nose and it made me sneeze. Excuse me, sorry guys. With Law setting the quickest lap at the moment. Oh, sorry guys, it's the last thing you want to hear when the qualifying is happening with just under 10 minutes left to go. Good Law set the quickest time with the 1:45.5, with Lewis not too far behind, and Goofy Goof, I believe he were teammates, Goofy Goof and Law with the same livery with Axel Racing. He may be teamed up with Lewis with the same livery as well in the championship. I'll go through the championship points plus the team points after the qualifying session when we got the download before we start our formation lap. So the quickest man of the track at the moment is Law. We've still got just over 9 minutes left of racing to go. So it's going to be an epic race. Always is an epic race in Watkins Glen. As we jump on board the J Prentice coming up the favourite part of my track. I love coming out to turn 1 and then flying up there right behind somebody and then putting pressure coming down onto these two fast chicanes. I love it. Goes straight through these and then there's a flowing right under. Oh, anything can happen coming through there. This is why I love it so much. It's so challenging, especially when you're racing so close with anybody. Really, it's so good. So we got 18 guys racing tonight. It's been unfortunate. I think we had a full track, full grid on Sunday, which is 29. It's been unfortunate we couldn't have a full grid tonight. Not everybody making, Christmas commitments and whatnot. But I must put it out there now. You've got to check Next Level Racing out. They will be your guys if you want to upgrade your sim racing rig, or if you're new to sim racing, check them out. You could be potentially buying a good rig for the rest of your life, and it's up to you to get whatever wheel and stuff like that in the meantime, and they could provide it. It's just have a browse where like a Christmas coming up. Excuse me. I'm sure there's a discount going on. If you check the Sunday race out, there is Pure Sim gear product that FRL are doing. They're doing a 12.5 discount on any orders in December as well, so check them out. Also, if you are not racing in Sunday but also want gear as well, gloves, socks, it's entirely up to you. Garage 44, they're doing t-shirts and stuff. You got Timson, you want to check them out as well. We've got a couple of other links that are involved with FRL as well. You've got the mental health as well, so check it out on the FRL Discord. There's plenty going on, plenty of potential, and there's plenty that you can put in and you'll get plenty out. But this is racing. We're at Watkins Glen at season 7. This is tier 2, round 9. This is the last one race of the American circuits, because the last circuit will be at Laguna Seca. The corkscrew is going to be pretty tight, especially in the first couple of laps of the race. But we're at Watkins Glen at the moment. We're just under 6 minutes of the racing now. Let's have a look who goes on track. So Jug is the only one who is still in the pits with Buddy Lee 11 seconds behind, which has been unfortunate because he's normally pretty quick. I was expecting him to be in at least the midsection. So Law is we've got pole at the moment, with Lewis not too far behind, who is sitting in the pits with Axel racing in 3rd, Supercar Ray in 4th, you've got Goofy Goof in 5th, Rui in 2nd, who's coming up to the pits now with Camel in 7th. I love this part of the track with Nathan. But there as well, Goofag is just behind Camel as well. maybe have a little bit of slipstream. You might find them 1 or 2 tenths there. Who knows? This is the tricky part of the section. This is probably the most crucial part of the track to get right. The rest of the track is lovely and free flowing. It's like a roller coaster. But I think you can lose a lot of time there if you don't hit it right. There's so much curve you can take without getting track limits. Well, eye for an eye. Seen him last week, he had a good race. We'll see what he can do today. Jay Prentice with that bright coloured Bentley. Potentially from where the standards are, he's in 1st with 38 points behind FRL ACC in 1st. That anything can happen in this race. With FRL Vodka, he has changed his livery. I believe he was white in the front and then blue and red at the back. No, where's Hatch? Hatch is not racing tonight. I think he for sure. I don't know, he's white, blue and red. Sure, he's white, blue and red. Red, blue, white. I'm not too sure. I can't really remember. There's too many bloody cars on the track, too many colours and simpler colours. I hope he has a good race. It's always strong. Can't be mad at me. I'm sure he's Supercar Gray's teammate. The same colour livery. The championship as well. Let's have a good race from him. And the sun out the track also. With Dylan Bufflin in the Porsche. He loves that Porsche. Fair play. He's been strong and consistent this season. Well done. With Springbok Gamer. Only recently seen you out on track. I've seen him in for the last couple of races, maybe 2 or 3 maybe. But he's pretty quick and consistent as well. Buddy Lee. Surprisingly, he's still in the pit. He's going to start last but 1 with Jug. I don't think he is coming out the second time, which is unfortunate. So low is your provisional pole at the moment. Supercar Ray, who is not too far behind. Very, very, very close. Coming around that. Sweeping right under. Elevation going up, which could be a bit tricky with braking. But no, he doesn't improve in his time. He does come to pit. You've got Supercar Ray now coming around. There's Lewis just in front of Supercar Ray. Let's see if Lewis can improve in his time. He's only practically 2 tenths. Doesn't make a difference on this lap, but he will have 1 more lap in it. Sorry, my screen was all cleaned up today. So, it's coming over there. Supercar Ray doesn't improve in his time. Well, she's out on track. There's Supercar Ray with FRL Vodka not too far behind. He's trying to disguise himself because I see you, Chris. You change your colours, but I still know who you are. You may change your colours, but I know who you are. I think Chris has backed off a little bit, but Axel Racing doesn't improve in his time. FRL Vodka still has time to do 1 more lap. So, if my eyes see me right, Anderson will be the next guy to come across the line. He may just make it, but the cars behind me not. So you have a blue flag, which will be potentially not making it across the line. It'll be very tight. The car 87, I think they may just make it, but I don't think 6, 7, 8 will make it. So in 9 seconds, so blue flag will do another lap. and he does improve on that time as well. 678. Where is 678? G Prentice is the last guy across the track. 911. Oh no, 711 is it? Oh, 911. God, I'm absolutely useless at this. He does improve this time because I've seen him just jump up on the leaderboard but there. So Supercar 3 will be the next guy across the track, potentially taking Law off the top spot. He does go quicker, but it is absolutely close. I think he went like 2,000ths of a tenth of a second. Like, I mean, it was absolutely nothing in it. Like my fridge. So you have Axel Racing coming across the line next. It looks like it's going to play now. He comes into the pits with FRL Vodka. Let's see what he can do. Can he improve on his time? We have two cars out on track after him. He stays in 14th. So your Vodka just loves to go for grass cutter. I just call him the grass cutter now. I'm not going to after that one. Sorry, Chris. And oh, he went wide. 49 is the only one out on track now who is potentially benefiting from his time, which is blue flag. Let's see what he can do. Can he get from 8th? He doesn't. He stays in 8th. So, as it stands at the moment, you have Law, who was the quickest guy on track with the 145 dead. I'm going to call it that one with Supercar 3. Oh, sorry. Law is the fastest guy out on track at the moment with the 145, with Supercar 3 in second, with Lewis in third, you got Nathan in fourth, Axel in fifth, you got Rui in 6th, you got Goofy Goof in 7th, Blue Flag in 8th, Camo in 9th, Captain Van der Beek in 10th, Eye for an Eye 11th, J Prentice in 12th. If he wants to put the pressure on the top spot because FRL Hutch is not racing tonight, he is gonna be losing out. So when I go through the championship, I'll explain. FRL Hutch is currently on top at the moment, but I'll tell you the 4 racers behind him that could potentially take FRL Hutch off the top spot in this race, and it'll be all to play for in the finale. It'll go to second next week with Anderson in 13th. You got FRL Chris Bolton. Our podcast on every Wednesday night at 8 PM at 14th with Dinner Mutlin in 15th. You got Springbok Gamer in 16th. You got Buddy Lee in 17th. You got Jug in 18th. So that is your 18 guys all out on track for tonight's round 9 race at Watkins Glen season 7. So what I'm going to do now is get the championship points up, which is FRL Hutch currently in top spot on 248, with Lewis 12 points behind on the 236. Supercar 3 is not too far behind on the 219, and 5 points behind is Law on 214, with J Prentice on 210. With FRL Hutch not racing tonight, with Lewis, Supercar 3, Law and J Prentice racing tonight, FRL Hutch may potentially lose points. All depends how Lewis, Supercar 3, Law and J Prentice get off. King of the Hill, he's on a 189. He could be potentially in the fight as well as Blue Flag, who is only a point behind in a 188. They could be potentially in a fight. All depends how these 4 get off tonight. Lewis, Supercar 3, Law and J Prentice. We've got Axel on a 150. We've got George 138. Lamaro on a 132. Jug is on a 128. Dennis Bufflin is on a 117. We've got Camo on a 113. We've got FRL Votan on a 111. We've got Rui on 91. Got Nico 66. Got Goofy Go for Nathan on 60 points. 59 is Captain Van der Beek. Anderson's on 56. Cheese McGee's on 49. So we'll just go down to the team's standings at the moment, with Lewis and Axel Racing currently out on top spot with a 348, currently leading the championship. When you've got FRL, Hutch and Bolton, they're going to lose points tonight with Hutch not being in this race with a 358, which is only 26 points behind, which is unfortunate, because if FRL Bolton had a good position tonight, and Hutch as well, can put Lewis and Axel under a lot of pressure, because those two guys, Lewis and Axel, well, they are the main contenders at the moment, and FRL Hutch and Bolton are only 26 points behind, because 101 points behind is King of the Hill and Rui. I don't think King of the Hill is racing tonight, so Rui is going to be on his own. But Supercar Ray, the Captain Van der Beek, can overtake that. Jay Prentice, Nico's not racing either. So Jay Prentice, if he has a good start and a good finish, he's potentially going to take over Rui. All depends if he can get in front. Who knows? So with a 384 is Lewis and Axel Racing, with Hutch on a 358, 26 points behind. With 279 points is King of the Hill and Rui. 277 points is Supercar Ray and Captain Van der Beek. 276, which is only a point behind Jay Prentice and Nico, with Goofy Goof and Law, which is a 272. With those two racing today, they could be potentially on for a third spot championship finish. With George and Dinner Mufflin on a 255. The Blue Flag and Nathan on a 247. With Camo and Monkey on a 142. Got Lamaro, Two Soul on a 132. With Jug 128. Anderson 56.
20 seconds.
Here's your points standing at the moment for the championship. So anything can happen, guys. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a good race.
10 seconds.
With 10 seconds left to go, I'll keep on board with Law at the moment, because I need to go for the pee. Sorry guys, until I come back, I shall be about 30 seconds. Pardon guys, I really needed to go to the toilet. So we have Law, who will lead the 17 cars behind. Supercar Ray not too far behind. You got Lewis, you got Nathan, you got Axel Racing, you got Ruby, Goofy Goof, FRL, FTRL, Blue Flag, you got Camo, you got Captain Van der Beek, FRL Jay Prentice, Hansen, FRL Vodka, you got Dinner Mufflin, Blue Gamer, Buddy Lee, Jug. Your 18 racers for tonight. So we just jump on board with Law, as he will set the pace going around Watkins, Glen, Season 7, Round 9, Tier 2. The track temperature is 22, temperature 17, the track's optimum. There's no rain for 15 minutes. That can change to half an hour race. So I can't see any rain. It's so bright, so sunny. It's going to be a dry race from start to finish, like the sim will. But we'll just keep on board with Low. guys get anxious, fidgety in their seats, or these sweaty palms go in, can't wait to put a foot down, pedal to the metal, as they say. But I love, after turn 1, going up the S's before the two chicanes up on top. I think the bus stop, two chicane bus stops or whatever it was, but after turn 1, going up there, following another race, right behind them, flat out, and just sweeping around it. I don't know what's better, Rouge or that, if you were to write a Rouge. So much fun, love it, so much, this track is so much fun, it's awesome. Does it seem seems like everybody's going into double file. Oh, can't wait. I love watching you play race. Brilliant. Right then, guys. Last corner now, we are going to start Series 7, round 9 at Watkins, Glen Tier 2, sponsored, powered by Next Level Racing, as we go down into turn 1. Although there's contact, that's J Prime this, and I think that's low, which is very, very unfortunate. I hope they can continue racing. I think it may just be a slap on the back. I hope it's nothing more than that. As you got cars going side by side now, it's hard to tell who's out on track at the moment, because Lewis and Axel Racing got the same livery, and it's hard to see who was in front of each other. But we're so close with blue flag, not too far behind that McLaren. I think that's Rui just in front. I think Law is still out in front as they come around this sweeping left, and there before they go up into that incline elevation, right hander. Oh, it looks like FRL Volta has made up a lot of places. He's made up a couple of places, fair play. He is just out in front of Dinner Mufflin. Looks like Jug is just in front of that beamer of Sprint Boxer. Gamer, I just got a spring, sorry. Below, out in front, we're just over half a second as they all come around this corner now. So Jug has made up a couple of places. He started last, he's in 15th now, he's made up 3 places, which is very good. So we just keep on board with the front guys at the moment. So the car not too far behind. It looks like Nathan has made places on this lap. So we just keep on board with Nathan at the moment, because the car is not too far behind. He goes wide as hell, so we jump on board with Lewis, who's going to put him under a lot of pressure coming up this favourite part of my track. Surely had a better drive out to that corner. Oh, Supercar 3 is all over the back and low. Oh, it's sticking there now. He has a little bit of a slide coming into this corner. Oh, he has a slide again. It looks like Nathan lost out a little bit on traction. It did a little bit too much of a curve, bouncing over it. So, as it stands, Nathan is defending Lewis off. Lewis is going to be all over the back of him now, but not too far behind his Axel Racing, his teammate with Rui all over the back of that as well. Below has a little bit of a breathing space over Supercar 3 at the moment. But as it stands, these guys out in front are bloody tight and having a cracking race. They're keeping it nice and clean out on track. He's making it big in the windows of Nathan. The mirrors, sorry, the windows. I can go over the right one now. But it looks like the pair of Lewis and Axel. Oh, looks like Nathan. I don't know if he was contact there. I don't know if he had put his foot down a bit too much on the traction, the grip, and took the ball out of it. But Supercar is all over the back of Law now. We'll just jump on board with these two, with Law having defend. Oh no. Looks like Law lost out to Supercar 3. It was a great overtake coming up to the last corner, coming down to this corner now because you got Lewis all over the back of Law with his teammate right behind him. This could be in favour for Axel if Lewis can get in front of him as well, because I'll slow the pair down. We really could take full advantage of this group battling out in front. You never know, with Lewis going up on the inside, he will have the better braking opportunity coming into this corner, being side by side, because if Law comes in and, like I said, if Law comes in at the same time as Lewis, he is going to lose out because he will have to go off track because of the type of corner it is, with Axel all over the back of Law now. Law is under a lot of pressure now by Axel Racing, with really not too far behind. The blue flag on the back of these three scrapping around in this sweep, and oh no, it looks like blue flag has gone up in the inside of Axel Racing. Who knows? Come on, let's have a look what's happening. Bloody cameras, come on. As Axel Racing sticks it out in front, as Rui has a massive overtake over Axel Racing, who is just out in front now. He's going to be pushing these guys along with Nathan. He's under a lot of pressure from Camo now. So out in front at the moment in Supercar 3, he's going to be under pressure from Lewis because these two have been relentless all season. But really have the quickest lap potentially at the moment. But as the cars get lighter, the cars get faster, you know what? The Supercar 3 has got Lewis all over the back of him. We're just going down the pack now with Law. No? Yeah, it is Law coming in now. So these guys, Anderson is all over the back into the muffler. You got another car, it looks like Captain Van de Beek is going off on track. So that is very, very unfortunate. You got Camo all over the back of Nathan now, who's going to make a potential move up on the inside, coming down to Q. He does have a better run out of this bloody corner. So who's best on brakes? He is better on brakes. Nathan will have to pull out because you can't turn at the same time as him. That's a good overtaking move, but there within the muffling, under a lot of pressure from Anderson, with Buddy Lee not too far behind. So there's three-way going on, but there, but Lewis is still all over the back of Supercar 3, who is going to be under a lot of pressure coming up to the last corner, I believe, because it's a pretty tough track to overtake in these last couple of corners. They're pretty slow. But who knows? This corner view now, if you don't hit the tidy, you can either go into the barrier, but trying to put too much power down, going into the barrier. But you know, he stays out in front. But Lewis can have him coming out of this corner, potentially close enough, going up into that bloody sweeping S's. I'm just going to call it the sweeping S's because I love it. I love that part of the track. It's so fast, it's full flat out. Especially when you're so close to somebody. And Lewis is so close now because Supercar 3 has made a mistake. Here we go. Lewis, can you do it? Is he close enough? I don't think he is close enough. Oh, Supercar 3 does find the traction and keep it out on track. He is potentially still out in front with Axel Racing now, not too far behind with blue flag, and they have a bit of a gap with Ivan I. Looking at telemetry, he was a little bit closer than that with Nathan, not too far behind. Can Nathan make anything stick coming around these last couple of corners? Is an overtaking spot coming down here now? Checking the inside here, or Whoa, like he just went a little bit wide, he closed on the inside maybe, or you got FRL Vodka not too far behind now, who is going to be all over the back of this. Let's have a look how this pans out. FRL Vodka is on a charge. Everybody's on a bloody charge. We're going to be 9 minutes into the race. I love it. Come on, guys. As he makes himself look big in the rear view mirrors and the side mirrors. Ah, it's good racing by these guys. The goofy goof. Let's have a look what's happening here. You got a nice little four-way going on. Oh, it looks like the Ferrari of Anderson is the wall. Buddy Lee will take it up at the inside. Goofy goof will potentially be right behind Dinner Mufflin with Buddy Lee under a lot of pressure from that as well. Goofy goof did have a good drive out that corner. Will have the inside line coming down into this corner. Dinner Mufflin will have to back out a little bit if Goofy Goof can keep it in and on the black stuff. He does, but Dinner Mufflin, has he got anything back for him? Coming up into the sweetnesses. I love it. You never know. Come on in, let's have a look then. See what that Porsche can do against that BMW. It looks like he's having a bloody good slipstream. Because is he gonna make it stick? No, he doesn't, which is very unfortunate because that Porsche had a good drive coming up in S's and right behind Goofy Goof, who's lost time hitting the curbs coming into this double chicane. Ah, it's unfortunate. As they go to the back master, you got Jay Pinkers now making space up on Jug. Is he going to make a stick coming out to this next corner? You got low. No way. He's down in 18th spot with a 30-second stop and go. I don't know what's happened there, but we'll jump on board with Lewis and Supercat Ray at the moment. G Prentice, sorry, is making a move up on Jug. So he did make a stick. You got FRL Vodka in the mix with these 5. So let's have a look what's going on there. Yeah, you got Nathan defending off Goofy Goof with FRL Vodka all over the back of it. It looks like Nathan's coming into the pit. There's no damage, there's no contact. It looks like Vodka's lost 2 places. Oh, he might have lost 2 paces. Blood, he did. Yeah, he does keep it. Yeah, I think it was nice and tight coming out of the first corner, but then now it didn't. Mufflin just getting in front now. Vodka is nice and close. Coming up these sweetnesses. Maybe get back at him coming down these 2 chicanes. You never know, but that's a bit unfortunate. I think Nathan put him off with him going into the pit. He looks like Vodka is bullying himself. Way past, making Dinner Mifflin make a mistake. He doesn't make a mistake. Vodka keeps out on track, and he is. Ah, no way. He lost 2 places, but then now in a matter of corners, which is very unfortunate. Ah, really got it. Because he was all over the back of Goofy Goof, but no, he just lost out. I think Nathan put him off with him coming into the pit, staying on the inside line and slowing down going into the pit. But this race is not over yet. There's still 47 minutes left of racing. You've got Law, who is currently still in the pits. I think he might have retired because I think 30 seconds was over by now. But out on in front at the moment is Supercat Ray currently having the quickest lap. I was fucking swollen. Ah, I just was. I was swollen. Yeah. Sorry guys. The Supercat Ray out in front. Currently with the quickest lap, and Lewis not too far behind. Louis out in third, who's made up a couple of spaces with Axel racing in 4th. You got Blue Flag in 5th. You got Camo in 5th, making up a couple of spots as well. You got an eye for an eye. not too far behind, coming around these sweet Ben S's, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I just call them sweet Ben S's. With Buddy Lee making up a lot of places as well. In the background, you've got your Vodka overtaking Dylan Mufflin, or still in front of Dylan Mufflin. But Dylan Mufflin is coming back at the You don't want to pan this one out. I'll stick on board with these guys at the moment. This is the closest battle out on track, with Jake Prentice having a look now and trying to take full advantage and trying to go up on the inside. Will he go up on the inside? He does go up on the inside, but did taking a little bit too much track on the outside. So Jay Prentice has got FRL Vodka just in front of him, with Captain Van Der Beek having a sniff as well. I think Captain Van Der Beek is a lap down, so he does get out of the way, rightfully so, which is this racing. Just a bit of respect, and you don't want to put anybody off the race, especially being a lap down and coming into the pits a little bit earlier than anticipated. So Christian Bolton has G Prentice not too far behind. Just keep an eye on it till to see how it pans out. So you've got Anderson, Nathan, Captain Van Der Beek and Lowe. It looks like he's going to be a retiree, because you should have come out by now. I did have a look up here, but Supercar 3 has the quickest lap, or the 8th lap, with Lewis not too far behind with just over a second, and second and a half of Rui. You have Axel Racing not too far behind as well. It's still early on in this race, only 44 minutes gone, with Blue Flag with 4.3 seconds as well, with Camo not too far behind that. I have an eye 7 with Goofy Goof. Here he goes with Buddy Lee. Sorry man, you got Chris L, your Volta, your podcast man for the Wednesday nights. Don't forget to tune in 8 o'clock every Wednesday, guys. We have got G Prentice coming around this corner now, under pressure from Dylan Mufflin, who is just under half a second as well, but he's not close enough to do any, put him under too much pressure. The Jag having a good race in 13th with Springbok. These guys still need to make the pit stop, with Anderson, Nathan, Captain Van Der Beek, and it looks like Lowe is going to be the retiree, but these three have made the pit stop. So Supercar 3 is currently the fastest guy out the track. Sorry guys, I'm just looking at the telemetry to see who is where or out on track, to see who is going to be putting under who under a lot of pressure. It looks like Campbell's going to be putting Blue Flag under a lot of pressure. Come on, these sweet NSs. Coming down to these two chicanes. Bus stop chicanes, or whatever you want to call it. He's not too far behind now. A lot closer in this lap than he was the last lap. Can he make anything of it? You never know. So, he's a lot closer than the telemetry you see it, I believe. So I'm sure that's a lot closer than half a second. But you never know. Can you make anything of it? This left-hander is a little bit tricky because it backs a little bit and it could take you. So the race out on track at the moment, and these two can Camo make anything of it. Coming down into turn 1 because he has a better drive coming out from the last corner when Nathan, Blue Flag, sorry, have to defend. He sticks it up on the racing line with Camo coming down on the inside. Blue Flag should have turned right a little bit just to put him off, because the right half of the track is dirt, yeah. Fit two cars coming down into that corner, but if you're on the right hand side or the middle of the track coming down into turn one, it's not dirty, but the rest of it is. Notice that. Just pick it up in the middle. The inside is bloody dirty as well, so they're going to have to break early, otherwise they're going to crash into you. But Campbell makes that stick. A blue flag, has he got anything for him? We've only gone into this race at 19 minutes. Like I said, guys, these guys out in front will be the guys to watch. These two will be banging doors from start to finish at race 1 to race 9 tonight. For the last 9 weeks, they have always been banging doors against each other. Looks like blue flag is a little bit closer to Camo now. It looks like these two are just like stalemate at the moment. They're just biding in time. I'm just going to jump up on these two because these two, anything can happen. Super. Vodka is not too far behind Jug now. Jug got some defending to do. Let's have a look who can have the better driver at this corner now, because Vodka could be potentially closer coming out of the last corner, coming down to turn 1 with Jug under a lot of pressure. The pressure makes a mistake. Jug is being strong, keeping him behind. Keeps him nice and behind. Oh, it looks like Springbok have made a mistake. So with him trying to put Jug under pressure, Springbok is not close enough to put Jug under pressure. So it works both ways. Supercar race still currently has the quickest lap out on the track. Lewis second, Rui provisional podium at the moment. These three, the Axel racing not too far behind. I think if Lewis and Axel finish where they are, they will currently be on top spot with the championship as well. The last thing they want to do is ruin each other's races or whatever. They just want to bring the points up. 38 minutes left of racing. Every racer seems to be spread on the track at the moment, but I will look at telemetry. These two guys are the closest guys. Oh, wait a minute. God. Lewis is a lot closer now to Supercar 3. Coming up these sweeping S's, as I call them. I love that. I love this part of the track. This. Greatest part of the track as well. The rest of it today, after this, oh, it's awesome. First part of the track, the rest of it, the other 99% of it, awesome. The Lewis is all on the back Supercar 3 now. Just keep on board with these guys, the Supercar 3, who is currently the quickest guy out in the track with Lewis. Oh, he's pushing Supercar 3 to the max with blue flag. Rui, sorry, pardon. Rui, who is not too far behind. The last thing these want to do is have a little bit of contact because Rui is not so far behind. They don't want to slow each other down either, because this is going to end up in a three-way with these two battling. Let's see now. Where is Axel racing? Coming around this corner as well. Yeah, well, Lewis, put him under pressure. Slow him down. Come on, let's make it a four-way. Come on. But Lewis is driving immense at the moment with Supercar 3 driving solid and consistent as well. Louis is not too far behind Axel as well. You got Camo in 5th, got Blue Flag in 5th, 6th, sorry. I for an eye is 7th, Goofy in 8th, Buddy Lee in 9th. You have Bolton, FRL Bolton in 10th, you got Dinner Muffin in 11th, Jag 12th, Super Springbok Gamer in 13th, Anderson in 14th, G Prentice in 15th, Nathan in 16th, Captain Van de Beek in 17th, Law in 18th. He is on the DNF as it looks, but it's a bit unfortunate with Law, because I think if he did come out after serving that penalty, I think he would have come up into the top. He would have made it halfway up the grid anyway. But it's a bit unfortunate he's sticking in a bit. Look at the he's just the racer. Issues of their own. It's not a lot what's going on, but yeah, everybody's having a bit of a breathing space now apart from these two empty Franks. So we'll just stick on board with these two because these two are really going out the track, are racing at the moment with under just a second apart, because you got Rui is third spot coming around this corner now with just 2.5 seconds and 5 seconds behind this Axel Racing. With Camo 2, he's not under pressure, that's just a back marker of Anderson, I believe, with blue flag coming around the track as well. Eye for an eye, he's not too close to blue flag. With Goofy Goof not too far behind, with Buddy Lee making up a lot of places from the start. I don't know if he started last, but definitely Vodka. If he can keep it out on track, he's going to have some good points, especially for him and his teammate FRL ACC. But let's hope he does finish the race with Dinner Muffin, with Springbok Gamer not to find behind Dinner Muffin, with Jug in 13th as well, with Jay Prentice making his pit stop, with Anderson and Nathan as well. So just looking at it now, over there, these are here, and Supercat 3 is here. She's lapped out. Supercat 3 is here. J Prentice is by here. I mean, I think that's stuff, obviously. Definitely. Good luck, really. Bit unfortunate. Louis made a pit stop. G Prentice was in the top 5, who could potentially fight for the championship if that didn't happen. So let's get in. But that's racing, it is what it is. We got Goofy Goof, not too far behind Eye for an Eye. Let's see what he could do. Goofy Goof is normally a good racer. Potentially, globally, in the top 10 at least every race. He's in 8th spot at the moment. He's put in Eye for an Eye under a lot of pressure. He's getting a lot closer now. A lot closer now to Eye for an Eye. Can he make a stick on the inside? There's no contact. He's going to look on the inside and to break it. He doesn't do it. But coming around the sweep and left hander now, going up into his incline right hander. Is he going to have a look up on the inside? No, he doesn't, because I think he's biting his time coming out of the turn. Well, the final turn, I don't even know how many turns it is in this. I think it may be 16 or 20, I'm not sure. But the final corner, maybe he will have a look to be a little bit closer to make a potential move come down into turn 1 or come up into the sweeping S's, as I say, and make a stick before you come into the 2 chicanes after. Goofy Goof comes into the pit to make this pit stop. 31 minutes into it. Lewis is currently out on front because Supercar 3 has come in to make his pit stop. So Lewis, all depends how much he's fueled. If he can keep a pace up, as he did out on track with Supercar 3 just in front, because he may have been bugging him, but maybe because he got a bit of free air now, he could potentially gain at least half a second per lap, which could put Supercar 3 under a lot of pressure when Lewis makes his pit stop. Because Lewis could make his pit stop, Supercar 3 could have his tyres up to temperature, but he's only fueled for half the race, so Lewis is fueled for a lot more than the race, so Lewis will be lighter when he comes into the pit, when he makes his pit stop. But if he can keep his pace up, who knows? Ooh, there's going to be a game of chance, but I think Lewis will have the better hand on this, because if he goes longer into the race with a heavier car and still potentially doing quick times as Supercar 3 and himself were doing out in front, I think Lewis may be the Gagne, the winner of this race in a pit stop. All depends if he can hit it into his box and do his potential tyre change in time. If he can keep his pace up, who's to know? Supercar 3 has got traffic in front of him. I'm not too sure who is in front of him. Potentially gonna be maybe coming up to this pit stop. Nobody. So Supercar 3 got some clean air as well. So with Supercar 3 coming out with half the race fuel load, with Lewis still out on track, pulling out potentially good times. Who knows what's going to happen, because it's hard to say until Lewis comes into the pits. 20 minutes. Looks like Lewis coming in now. This pit stop needs to count. I just jump on board with these guys at the moment because FRL is putting blue flag under a lot of pressure. Looking at telemetry, 2 seconds, with G-Print is all over the back of Springboker. Looks like he got in front of Springboker. So FRL is all over the back of blue flag. So as we just count down 30 seconds, with Supercar 3 is by here, Lewis is by here, Supercar 3 is here. I think Lewis is going to come out just in front of Supercar 3. I think he will come out just in front of Supercar 3, which is not Supercar 3 like in. That's going to be very, very unfortunate. We'll just keep on board with this. This is going to be very, very tight. Supercar 3 is going to be doing it. Oh my god. This is going to be epic. So you got Supercar 3 coming out to this corner now with Lewis just in front. I bloody thought that Lewis was going to be the winner coming up to this bloody corner. Because he was a lot like that the last couple of laps, which made him that extra half a second quicker before he had to make his pit stop. He was still out there and he still had momentum, and Supercar 3 still had to bring his tyre temperature up to scratch. Oh my god, this is unfolding into something epic with FRL Vodka, who still needs to make his pit stop, who's currently out in third with blue flag, is second with Cam out in third. So it looks like Cam was coming into the pit with blue flag staying out now with FRL Vodka coming around the last couple of corners. I think there's about 2 or 3 corners left before he is decided maybe not to make a pit stop. I'm not too sure because he likes to go long in the race. With Buddy Lee is not too far behind eye for an eye, so you never know what's going to happen. Axel Racing, who is Lewis's teammate, these guys here now will currently be, well, if they finish the race, I believe they will be just in front of these guys, FRL ACC and Vodka on the championship. Not by much, but it's all going to go down to the wire for the last race. It's all going to go down to the wire for the last race, I know. Looking at the championship points, especially with FRL ACC not participating for tonight, which is very unfortunate, because if he participated tonight, he could have clinched the championship, but him not participating tonight, it's going to be a good race for Laguna Seca, and I know FRL ACC loves Laguna Seca. Whatever car he drives, and he is rapid and epic at it, so you guys need to be on top form, because I know FRL ACC loves it and he is epic at it, so good luck. So Buddy Lee is all over the back of iPhone. I can't wait for next week. Oh, the championship is going to be so close if this stays as it is now with the FRL. Vodka is just out in front at the moment, but you got Lewis under pressure from Supercar 3. But if these two guys, now Lewis and Axel Racing, finish as they are, the championship as team standing, it's going to be very, very close for them to win it next race, because I don't think they'll need many points to stay out in front for any contender coming in second or whatever. But you will jump aboard with Buddy Lee, just looking at telemetry, well, I for an eye under a lot of pressure from blue flag. I for an eye is under a lot of pressure from Buddy Lee, but the telemetry lies to me. I bloody hate the telemetry on this bloody game. Why can't he just do it as they go along? But these guys out on track are scrapping it for top spot. These are the guys to look out for. With Supercar, I think he had a bit too much curb there now, he lost a bit of traction. He's a little bit of a slide, but he lost about half a second maybe, I'm not too sure, because it looks a bit closer on telemetry, but it's not out on track. I wish it was a little bit closer, because these guys have been scrapping it out for the last 9 rounds of Season 7 Watkins Glen. Don't forget, guys, this is powered by Next Level Racing. Don't forget to check him out, and also on Instagram as well. Give a thumbs up, give a like. Don't forget to give this channel a like, Formula Racing League, a like and a subscribe as well. Don't forget, we are tier 2 racers, and we will give you as much action-packed racing as possible, as deem fit, as long as I catch it all. I'll try my best. I always try. Always look at the telemetry because telemetry never lies, but on ACC it can be a little bit slow with Supercar Ray currently having the quickest lap provisionally at the moment with 21 minutes just over of racing left to go. It depends when they come across a lap, it may be 23 minutes left. So these guys are scrapping for the potential win. Nobody wants to give an edgeway with Lewis winning the pit stops over Supercar 3, which is very unfortunate for Supercar 3 because he was the potential leader for the first half of the lap, first half of the race, sorry, first 30 minutes. Lewis also come in, I think it was 2 laps later, but Lewis did have a lighter car with, he did have like 19 laps old tyres, but being a lighter car, it does make a difference. You know, when you're lighter, you're better, even though you're 19 laps down. But when you're coming out for the second stint of the race, with Dinner Mufflin having a look up on Springboker. Oh, they keep it nice and tight, but there now, fucking Dinner Mufflin keeps it nice and tight on the inside. He does make that move stick with Springboker. Can you have anything on Dinner Mufflin coming up with these sweeping S's? Let's not have contact, guys. Let's see how this pans out. Dinner Mufflin needs to go. Just stay there. Just stay there. Just stay there. He should have stayed in the middle of the track. If he stayed in the middle, oh no way. If Dinner Mufflin stayed in the middle of the track, he would have. Oh, see you, man. Hee-haw. Swing it around, in and out. That's a bloody great overtake. I'm gonna save Amma that. I like. Oh, it looks like he's gonna have a look at me inside. No, he doesn't look at me inside. It looked worse than what it was on the camera. As you see now, with not too far behind is Anderson. Not too far behind that is Nathan. So we got a bit of a four-way happening out on track with. I just had to keep track of everybody because these two are just a little bit of a stalemate. I gotta get everybody in here, especially good racing like this. So Dinda made an absolutely recovery overtake after being overtaken, which was awesome. Fair play to you, well done buddy. We got Superbox Gamer not too far behind with Anderson and Nathan all over the back of this 4-pack. We got a 4-way on a go. Yeehaw! Looks like Nathan's gonna have a look up at the inside of Anderson. Anderson is not gonna give it to him. I don't know if he had a little bit of slide there, but I don't know if Nathan's gonna have a good traction drive out of this corner, but we'll stick a ball with the front runner of this 4-way. We're not too far behind is Anderson under a lot of pressure on Nathan, so Nathan will have a look up on the inside. Will he make a stick? He does make a stick. That's a great overtaking move into that corner with Dinner Mufflin having a bit of a breather space now from Springboker Gamer. Happy days. So Supercar is still currently in second with the quickest lap with Lewis just in front. So Supercar is not too far behind. Now coming down into the same corner, but he is not too far behind, but not far enough to make any type of move into that corner. So Nathan will have another go after taking after taking Anderson out. So not out completely. I'm on about Anderson out of race. He's just in front because he's made up just over a second coming around these last couple of corners with Dinner Mufflin got all to do now. The Springbok and came up behind him and Nathan and Anderson. See that? Don't count Anderson out because Anderson is not too far behind. So So anything can happen with these three, and Anderson can make up 3 spots just in any aspect of racing. So down to turn 1, here we go. Looks like Springbok and Gamer has taken Dylan Mufflin on the inside. It looks like Anderson will have a look at that as well. I think he'll stick in behind Dylan Mufflin, coming around these sweeping S's, and have a look coming down into these 2 chicanes, because he will have the better drive out of these corners. I think he is on and off, on and off, on and off the gas coming out of these corners, and will have the better line coming into these corners. So Dylan Mufflin lose 2 spots into these last couple of corners, which is very, very unfortunate. He come back on Anderson, and he takes it back. So Anderson, oh, he's still behind Dylan Mufflin, which is brilliant driving from Dylan Mufflin. He has been overtaken and brought it back well. He's like a cobra. You bite me, I bite you back. Come on. This is racing. This is bloody awesome. Come on in. I'm looking at the telemetry now, guys. Alright, it looks like Supercar 3 was a little bit closer to Lewis, but then I'm just going to check on board with Dylan Mufflin again, because Anderson is going to have a look. Nathan is going to have a look up on the inside of. Oh, no way. He gives Dylan Mufflin a little bit of a nudge. So Dylan Mufflin has the inside. It looks like Anderson's going to have a look up the inside of Nathan. But Anderson have got nothing for him. This is the part where overtakes are made and lost, and come back, coming up these sweeping S's. That's what you must do. You must just keep it in the middle of the track, because if you keep it in the middle of the track, you haven't got to bring an opportunity coming down into turn 1, because he will have so much of the dirty track and he'll go so much wider, and you take it up on the inside like that. Yeah. Oh, no way. I'm sure it's a bloody barrier. I don't know if the Mufflin backed out a little bit, but here we go. Bloody epic between these lot, me just blabbing on, blah 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 blah. It's coming around these bloody 2 chicanes now. First stop chicanes apparently, and Tinder is having the bloody ride of his bloody lifetime. He might have lost out 2 places, but he's had fun in the last couple of laps. He's had fun from start to finish anyway. So I'll jump on board with these 2 at the moment. We've got just 14 minutes left of racing, so Lewis is catching up to a back marker. Back marker is Jug, so Jug doesn't want to put too much pressure on Lewis. He does get out of the way, but the last thing he wants to do is be on that side of the track. It looks like Supercar 3 has lost out a lot on that because of... You can't blame anybody really. You're racing, you're going to catch a potential back marker, you catch a potential back marker, and Supercar dreaming a little bit wider than normal because he thought he could have taken that corner a little bit better, but obviously never. For me, that was Supercar train just been built. And he can be there. If you stuck it out a little bit longer and just go past, just a little bit past Jug. That's an awkward part of the track to overtake as well, because a lot of cars go wide on that part of the track. But unfortunately, Supercar 3 did make a bit of an error, but there, I think he just outbraked himself, I'm not too sure, but oh my god, no way did Buddy Lee make contact with Ivan I. If Ivan I made a bit of contact, kept it on track, alright? I thought he went off track sideways. And he just come back on track, normal wise. So it looks like Super Box is all over the back of J. Prentice. So Anderson He's under a lot of pressure, sorry. The Super Bock with the number flame not too bad, mate. So we got 11 minutes and 40 seconds. With Rui all over the back now of this pack. Because it looks like Chuck. It looks like Supercar Ray has had a bit of damage, but Rui is going to take full advantage of this damage of Supercar Ray, with Lewis out in front potentially on pole and the race potential race win. Supercar Ray is second and Rui is third. So Rui will look up at the inside now, right, because Supercar Ray has got a little bit of damage, which is a bit unfortunate because I think it was just a miss error of braking, which is very, very unfortunate for Supercar Ray because he's been all over the back of Lewis. Being the last 2 minutes of the race and that happened to you, it's very, very unfortunate. Being so consistent, you know, I might have tapped a little bit of the ball there. I'm getting view. Don't know why he went a little bit wide, because I was on board with Lewis when he went a little bit wide. I'm not sure because he caught up with back markers. I don't know if that put him off or that made him go a little bit too much wider than he should have anticipated. But it looks like Rui's going to have second spot potentially with Supercar Ray in second, but got Axel Racing with 9 minutes, well, just under 10 minutes left to go, with Jug just in front, who is going to be blue flagged to let Axel Racing through, but that's going to be massive points for Axel Racing and Lewis at the end of the race. Supercar Ray, with currently the fastest lap out on track, could lose third spot to Axel Racing with the time left out on track because of the damage he succeeded, and he goes wide there. Then with his bonnet looking too well, that's very, very unfortunate. But we're just jumping on board with these two guys at the moment, just looking at telemetry because nobody's battling out in front at the moment apart from Anderson and Superbock Ray and Buddy Lee with I. But Buddy Lee makes himself known and behind you. He's coming to get you. It looks like Buddy Lee may be a lot closer coming out into the final corner, coming down to turn 1, and hopefully could be putting him under pressure for the tricky S's, well, the flying S's. I see potentially, because you want to get as much racing and close racing as possible. I'm not against anybody racing wise. If I say I hope he's closer, it's just because I hope he's closer, because it makes it better for racing and streaming, which he does try to stick it up on the inside. He keeps it out on track, the pair of you, which is close and good racing, and he will have a good stream. If he was in the other, if he was a different scenario, I'd be saying the same bloody thing. Don't worry about it. I want good close racing. Wherever you are and wherever you are, in the country, world, here, there, and bloody everywhere. I want good racing. Bloody great. Not too far behind. Buddy Lee is not too far behind. I for you. For 9. I'll just jump on board with the race leader at the moment, who is currently out in front with a nice 6.5 second margin, with Supercar Ray in third. Was Axel Racing all over the back of him now. So I'll just jump on board with this guy at the moment to see if he can make any type of move on Supercar Ray, because Supercar Ray is going to be defending for that podium spot. He's going to want that podium spot, but the closest man out on track at the moment is these two. But I will go back to this. I will go back to this. I will go back to this. I want to see what Buddy Lee does in the next couple of corners. He's a lot closer now. Is he going to make a stick on the inside? He makes a stick on the inside. As he does, he has a little bit too much power down coming out into turn 1 as they fly up these two. That's my favourite part of the track, flat out. Oh, I love it coming up here. It looks like Anderson will be on the inside coming into this corner with eye for an eye. I have nothing for him, so it's triple Supercar Ray at the moment because you got Axel Racing not too far behind. You got just under 6 minutes left of racing. Anything can happen now. You got check in the background who is a lapped car. As you come down there now, you got Nathan all over the back and in the muffling. And Nathan will, I think, be dispatched to the muffling. If to the muffling, just put it in the middle of the track. Just put it in the middle of the track. Middle of the track. Yeah, check out in the middle of the track. Happy days. He's not going to beat down. Oh, flipping hell. Takes it right on the outside. He wasn't in the middle of the track. Right, so Supercar Ray is under a lot of pressure now from Axel Racing. Into the same part of the track. Oh, no way! Supercar Ray doesn't want to give that up. Oh, it's a bit of an argy-bargy there. I think Axel Racing has time to try and maybe exploit that position of Supercar Ray with Jack not too far behind. I don't think Jack will make any type of move to try and overtake because these two are potentially fighting for third spot and doesn't want to be in the mix but wants to be as close as possible to try and gain as much track time as possible. He doesn't want to interfere with what's going on here because Supercar Ray is defending well on the inside. You've got Axel Racing who's getting pushed a little bit wide. I think Axel Racing will have a look to come up on the inside. I don't think it will be an inside opportunity coming down into this corner. I think it will be a lot closer coming out into the final corner. If you come out the final corner and I'm the oh, it looks like Axel Racing has a good drive coming out this corner. And I think Supercar Ray's got some defending to do. I think Axel Racing is just going to keep it where it is now because Supercar Ray is going to be no way. Supercar Ray has put this car where it needs to be, so we've just got over 3 minutes left of racing. It's unfortunate Supercar Ray has picked up a bit of damage because he could have been and Lewis under a lot of pressure in the last couple of laps, having the quickest lap, currently still out on track. He still has damage and he's putting his teammate, Lewis's teammate, still behind him. So we will still have 2 minutes left of racing. So we'll have a look at Lewis be here. Oh, he'll definitely be coming around the corner with time to go. With Axel Racing taking Supercar Ray on the outside. No, he doesn't. So that is very, very close. Coming up into his incline elevation with Jug not too far behind. He doesn't want to get involved with these two out in front at the moment because these two are scrapping for third spot. So Jug will try and get as much pace as possible from the slipstream during the last 2 minutes, well, 2 laps, because Lewis is here. Oh, we've got another 2 laps. Let's go down here at the moment in the Spawn Pack Gamer and Will he make a move on the inside of Anderson coming down into the next couple of corners? I don't think he will. So not too far behind is Rui. And Axel Racing is in third spot. Who is defending off Axel Racing? Who will have potentially Cruiser Picardry and a lot of pressure coming down into this corner now. He is a little bit quicker. He doesn't want to do anything stupid. It looks like Supercadry did go off track, but he kept it on track and he's lost out to Axel Racing.
Pit window is now closed.
Good racing for the last couple of laps with Supercadry potential with a lot of damage than Axel. If Supercadry did not have so much damage, I think he'd still be putting Lewis, the race leader, under a lot of pressure. Who's coming around the corner now, catching blue flags of Nathan, Springboks and Anderson. So we just keep on board with these two who are currently racing for race position, with the race leader not too far behind as they come down into turn one, with Anderson on the inside of Springboker Gamer, with Anderson Nathan, sorry, not too far behind. So these three were having a good bloody scrap. We got the race leader not too far behind, better off Lewis. He is better off just biding his time and just watching this pan out, because he doesn't want to try and overtake, even though the guys out in front are being blue flagged. It's pointless trying to overtake with these two, with these three having a scrap. You can just leave it as it is. If I was Lewis, knowing I had just over 4.8 seconds left of racing to go, I would just leave these guys race it out and to see it till the end, because these guys are going to have another lap anyway when you cross the line. So just let them at it. Just let them at it. It's pointless them because they're not going to blue flag you, because these are racing for position, which is a bit hard. It's a bit unfortunate. Lewis is not going to be under a lot of pressure. I know he's lost a second there, but you got a couple of corners left. As Nathan looks up at the inside of Anderson, who will make a stick. So Nathan does make a stick on Anderson. So you have your race leader coming across the line. No! We're Rui in second, with Axel Racing coming over third. But I got to keep on board with these guys at the moment, guys, which is Springbok. I don't know why he's bloody pulled out for, because with Anderson and Springbok now. So let's crap it out track. We got Louis in first, who has won a race with Lewis, has won a race with Rui in second, Axel Racing in third, Gokamu in fourth, Goofy Goof in fifth, potentially with Blue Flag in sixth, Buddy Lee in seventh, FRL in eighth. I don't think we're close enough now, so we just jump on board with the race leader. Sorry guys, looked a little bit worse for wear, as Lewis is doing some bloody great donuts now with his teammate, rightfully so, Axel Racing, because these guys are on top spot of the championship. I believe if FRL had raced tonight, I think it would be a different matter, but your race winner is FRL. Lewis, Rui in second, with Axel in third, with Camo in fourth, and the great drive, as well as Goofy Goof, Blue Flag in sixth, Buddy Lee in seventh, FRL in eighth, Jay Prentice in ninth, FRL Votan in 10th, coming across the line now with Nathan in 11th, with Anderson not too far behind. In 12th, the Springboks. Springbok Gamer in 13th. Supercar 3, he ended up in 14th. How did he end up in 14th? I that's unusual. Oh, shit. Sorry. Right. So you got Lewis. Lewis in first. Got Rue in second. Axel Racing in third. Camu fourth. Goofy Goof in fifth. Blue Flag is sixth. Buddy Lee is seventh. I in eighth. P Prentice ninth. Yevotan in 10th. Nathan in 11th. Anderson in 12th. Springbok Gamer in 13th. Fastest guy out the track, Super Country come home in 14th. Dinner Mufflin in 15th. Jag in 16th. Captain Van der Beek in 17th. Low in 18th. So, this is season 7, round 9 at Watkins Glen. And this is powered by Next Level Racing, guys. So check them out for an upgrade and improvement your sim racing gear and whatever you want to just browse. Let's have a look. Give me a like, give a follow. Don't forget, Formula Racing League is on YouTube as well. Give us a subscribe, give us a follow. And I will see you next week for finale at Laguna Seca, because you got FRL ACC who didn't participate in this race tonight, with Lewis making a lot of spots up on that with Axel Racing as well. They could be the potential champions of the championship, but the champion of the race is potentially Lewis. Supercar Dre, I'm not too sure why he's down in 14th, but he was in it as well. But FRL Yevotan is a potential match as well. You got a couple of other guys, like I said at the beginning of the stream, guys. Don't forget to check it out. I'll see you next week for the finale, alright? Okay, peace.